How often do you have sex?
I don't understand the question.
Yeah, I'm lost. Is this a 1 to 10 thing?
But because, like, is one very little or is one nothing? Because, you know, technically speaking, the 0 would be nothing.
How about this week?
Including the weekend?
Sure.
I went through heavy, darker times, and I survived them. I didn't die young, so I'm very lucky. There are other artists and people that didn't survive certain things.
Talk about heavy, darker times. What are you referring to?
I was hoping you'd miss that. Nothing I want to go into a lot of detail about, but I think people can imagine that I did the most dangerous and I did the worst, and for many reasons, I shouldn't be here.
That's a very provocative phrase, for many reasons.
Well, sir, you
shouldn't be here.
just think that those too many times where you came close to too many dangerous things, too many chances taken, too far.
Her odd behavior was out there for everyone to see. The intimate way she kissed her brother in public, the vials of blood she and her second husband, Billy Bob Thornton, wore around their necks. Angelina acknowledges she's taken quite a walk on the wild side, but says she's moved on.
I'm Angie.
In recent years, she has been traveling the world as a goodwill ambassador for the UN. She's visited more than 20 countries, primarily to work with refugees.
You used to be a pretty bad girl. Now you are a UN ambassador. You are a member of the Council on Foreign Relations. You're a humanitarian activist. Do you ever miss being a bad girl?
I'm still a bad girl.
Yeah?
You know, I still have that side of me that it's in its place now. It belongs, belongs to Brad, or it belongs to our adventures.
Angelina and Brad Pitt have had 3 children together. She also adopted 3 from 3 different countries: Cambodia, Ethiopia, and Vietnam. The tabloids have the couple splitting up one week, getting married the next. Angelina told us they have no plans to get married.
The vast majority of Americans know you because you're on the cover of magazines every week, and every time they go to a supermarket, they see you. What are they missing?
Me. I don't see those things, and I don't know what they are, but I assume
Sure you do.
I assume
You know
they're
what
not
they
me.
are.
They're not who I am. They're not what I spend my day caring about. I find them quite shallow and often very wrong when I do hear about what they are.
But they make it impossible for her to do anything in public. Even in Budapest, we could only lunch with her in the private room of a restaurant. When you're Angelina Jolie, though, there's no such thing as private. Take her tortured relationship with her father, the actor Jon Voight. He actually went on television and said his daughter had serious mental problems. That even shocked Hollywood. For years, Angelina refused to talk to her father. After her mother died, she started seeing him again. But she gives her mother, Marceline Bertrand, all the credit for where she is today.
Your mother's a beautiful woman.
She is.
You're a pretty chubby kid, yeah?
I was all cheeks, yeah.
Big lips.
Big lips.
Angelina also says it was her mom who taught her how to raise her own kids. At the house Angelina's renting in Budapest, we weren't allowed to film her children, unless you call Jacques one of her kids. He seemed to love the camera almost as much as the camera loves Angelina.
He likes you.
You're here because Brad is shooting a film here. You're not shooting a film.
No, we never work at the same time.
What's better, when Brad is working and you're with the kids?
Yes.
Or when you're working and Brad is with the kids?
When I'm home with the kids.
But a lot of full-time parents would love to be shooting movies.
Yes, they would, because it's easier. My mother was a full-time mother. She didn't have much of her own career, her own life, her own experiences, her own, everything was for her children.
And do you try to be the same kind of mom that she was?
I will never be as good a mother as she was. I will try my best, but I don't think I could ever be. She was just grace incarnate. She was the most generous, loving. She's better than me.
It's clear that you can talk about anything but your mother without welling up.
Yeah. That's my soft spot. Yeah. Yeah.
Angelina's biggest regret is that her mother won't be there for the premiere of In the Land of Blood and Honey, a film she suspects won't have the commercial appeal of anything she's done.
It's going to open soon.
Yeah.
Nervous?
I am nervous that people are going to not understand it.
Right now, if you had to decide that in 6 months you're going to either act in a film or direct a film, what would you do?
I'd prefer directing.
Yeah?
Yeah. I loved having the spotlight on somebody else, and I would much prefer it.
Angelina's already writing and planning to direct another war film about Afghanistan. And she knows, as a director, her beauty and her acting skills won't be worth a nickel.
It's nice. It's nice for all of that not to matter.
It's also risky.
Is it? I mean, I think what's risky is living your life and never trying for anything and never doing something brave and never getting yourself scared. And
Are you scared?
in a good way.